Hello everyone. I was asked a question by a viewer, I don't know if they're a subscriber or not, last week though, about whether I would use the GoPro Hero 4 or Hero 3 as a serious interviewing camera. Would I take that out and, for instance, record people for interviews? And to answer your question, I'm doing shooting this little bit with two cameras. I've got the Hero 4 actually sitting on top of a Canon HFG10, so it's sitting on the kind of the lens hood of the HFG10. And so I'm going to check this myself. To answer your question, I have shot some interviews using a Hero 3, Hero 4 because they're so easy to transport, right? It's like you stick that thing in your pocket. You take a mic like this. Usually I've got a lapel mic on that goes into one of these. This is the H1, Zoom H1. And then you just record. You have very little bit of gear to take with you. So the only thing I would say is, okay, I typically shoot 30 frames per second, medium field of view with the Hero 4. I could pick narrow and it might be a different look. The fisheye thing might change the way that a person looks just slightly. I use the Hero 4 and Hero 3 all the time for my blogging. I usually set the Hero 4 on top of my computer, on top of my webcam actually, because it shoots better video than my webcam does. And then I do my personal blogging that way, but I don't mind if my nose looks a little big. I don't mind if the fisheye lens is there and all that. I don't mind if it distorts me a little bit because it kind of is hyper realistic, and to me it's kind of quirky, weird, cool. And so I don't mind if it stretches my face or does a little bit of weirdness with me. So take a look at this. I'm going to switch back and forth between these two fields of view, these two videos. You tell me what you think. I have used it before. Typically, I shoot a lot of doctor interviews, talk to them about new techniques, things that they're doing with their patients, new services they offer to the area. And I usually use the Canon. Right now I'm looking straight into the thing of the Canon. Right now I'm looking into a Hero 4. So there you go. This is what it does. I think probably the Canon or Sony or JVC or something that has a more flat type lens, that might be better for shooting your interviews. But here, take a look and see what you think. Does the Hero 4 look as good or better or equal to or just the same as the Canon HFG10? It's kind of a toss-up. Yeah, typically if I'm trying to do dignified people, politicians, doctors, medical professionals, even patients, if I'm trying to do a commercial, I usually use a straight up sort of like a Canon or a Sony or a JVC type camcorder, a Panasonic. I've got different ones. I favor the Canon now, the HFG10. I would love to buy an HFG30, thinking about that. But that's it, folks. Short video. You tell me what you think.